Hi, this is Dave Webb from Venture Caravans, and I'm just going to show you around your Redline Trekker model. So going around the outside, you know the spec and you've had a detailed video from Ben, so I won't go over that too much, but I will just explain that on the near side here you've got your fuel kit filler cap just behind this little door, and also your AdBlue, which is at the bottom there. You'll get a warning on the dash when either of those need topping up. The AdBlue, if you've had that before, I'm not sure, but it doesn't need to be filled up very regularly, probably every 12,000 miles. I'll show you the back here. In the back here, obviously there's just access straight to the bed, but as you move the bed forward or the seat forward, obviously you can increase the space you've got at the back. You have the jack in there too, and this piece that goes in between the driver's seat, so you can have sort of like a shelf there. On this side there's not a lot to see. The lovely part of this one is that you've got the two opening windows on both side windows and the two opening doors, which is great for really opening up the camper van, and giving you all the space you want where you want it and access. Turn this off so it doesn't beep at me. So the cab here, as you can see, has got the multifunction steering wheel. It's currently got 40,354 miles on the clock. It's the 6-speed. As you can see, the seat swivel bases have been fitted, and this is the lever you push to actually allow the seat to move round. What you do have to make sure of is is a bit of jostling to get the seat to move round, which I'll try and show you now from this angle. If I put the camera down, this may well get it, but obviously you've got the seat slide, which you can move it backwards and forwards, and you have to use that in combination with the seat raise and lower point. If the seat's too low, it catches on the handbrake even though the handbrake is off. So in other words, when you want to swivel the seat round to face backwards, I put it into a gear, so if it's going slightly down a hill, I'll put it into reverse. If it's going slightly up a hill, I'll put it into first, and that just stops it moving. Take the handbrake off. Obviously you could chock the wheels too, and then bring this up as high as it will go, and using that turning lever at the side there, which I've shown you from the outside, you can then start to turn it. Now you'll find, things like the armrests might hit the steering wheel, and at this point you can then bring it forward and turning it a bit more until it's back round into this position. It'll then lock in that position once it's facing forward, and then to release it, push it and turn it again. And then obviously once you've got it into this facing completely backwards position, you can then pull the handbrake up and move this down to wherever you want it to be. But you do have the option of obviously putting it at all sorts of angles, and like I said, you can push that backwards too. The same for the passenger seat, which is literally a case of pushing that forward and turning it round. That's a lot easier to do. Don't know how much of that you caught, but you can now see that they're both facing backwards there. Like I said, I've put it in first gear so it doesn't roll backwards. And you've got your stereo there, which is the multifunction DAB radio with sat nav, and Bluetooth connectivity, etc. I don't know, I didn't look at the video, perhaps should have done that before I start doing the video myself. But down here you've got the controls for turning on the 12-volt system in the back. So first of all, you've got an on position for the battery. So if you want to put the lights on and the 12-volt USB sockets on, you put it into the on position. When you're not using it, you put it into the off position. Down here on the right hand side, you've got a switch. If you turn that on, it gives you a voltage reading and tells you the battery level. You've also got two USB sockets there and a 12-volt socket there, like a cigarette lighter type one. As we look up and around the camper, you've got lights that turn on and off, and they're touch controlled. Sorry, when my finger works. There you go. And they're all the way around, as you can see. You've also got two little uplighters in the corner there, and they're operated by this switch here, which illuminates blue so you know when they're on. To pull the bed down, you literally grab it on the front edge and just pull, and then you go to this downward position and you use the seats to get up into the bed. I've put the mattress in there for you so you can see that. The roof itself, you've got the opening mesh windows on the sides, on both sides. You can see that one's been left shut, and then you've got the big window at the front there. And as you know, you can completely open up the whole panel by unzipping it from here, which is great, because then if you're lying on the bed you get a great view and feel like you're outside. When you pull the roof down, which you do with the straps here and the handles, you make sure that you pull it right the way down and then secure it with these straps. We do have a separate video for how you secure it. One thing you need to make sure of is that you keep the canvas away from these sort of scissor jacks at the back there. So as you're pulling the canvas down or the roof down, you just make sure, so you pull this bit down first, and as you're pulling the canvas in, or pulling, sorry, the roof down, you just make sure the canvas comes in with it. You do have a tensioning strap across the back there to help with this. The seat itself moves very easily and can stop in various different positions. You have a lever at the side here which you just pull, and that allows you to maneuver the seat. It's usually a two-handed job, so I'm going to put the camera down, see if I can get a good position for you to see what I'm doing. So basically, pulling this lever forward, I've already shown you, grab onto the metal frame, bring it to any position you want, make sure it's secured back in position like so, and then it's as simple as that. When you want to flip it over to make the bed, you've got a lever at this side that comes right the way down. This piece, there's a bar at the back that just allows this to drop into place, and this one can be at any position you like, but obviously you can go down to the flat position too, and it's still giving you plenty of space at the back. And obviously you can easily make it back up into the seat by doing everything in reverse, and there we go. I'll just push it back into the sort of back position there, and that's it, back as far as it'll go towards the back. So hopefully that's been a useful video and has shown you around the main functions and usability of the camper van. I hope that's been worthwhile watching, and I'll send you another video as well on the rib bed and on the roof to go with it. Thank you for watching.